differences between crack and meth. They're both highly addictive and dangerous stimulants. They'll wreck your life before you know it. These drugs cause unpredictable effects in users, have an association with street crime, and are often used in the same way. Also, they can both be lethal. Crack and meth have some things in common, and they're all bad, but they're very different substances made in completely different ways. Let's explore the differences between crack and meth. What is crack? Let's dial the clock back to the 1970s. Cocaine became incredibly popular as a recreational drug during that decade, and some users experimented with different ways of using that drug. And one method was called freebasing. I'm not going to get into the actual instructions on how to freebase cocaine, but basically it involves using chemicals to extract the pure base form of cocaine, which is why it's called freebasing, and then adding a solvent to the mixture like ether or benzene. These last two chemicals are extremely flammable, which is why freebasing is so dangerous. The user then inhales pure cocaine fumes into their lungs. Crack cocaine is sort of a ready-made form of freebase, named for the cracking sound it makes when being heated. Crack is made by mixing cocaine with baking soda and water. Heating this mixture causes it to crystallize, producing crack cocaine. Crack devastated entire communities during the 80s and 90s. Extremely addictive and short-lasting, crack is still one of the most widely abused drugs. What is meth? Meth is short for methamphetamine, an extremely powerful stimulant. It was developed early in the 20th century from amphetamine. It's still prescribed under the brand name Desoxyn to treat obesity and ADHD. Like crack, most people smoke crystallized meth out of glass pipes. It can also be snorted, taken orally, and injected. And this is the only real similarity meth has with cocaine. Meth doesn't involve cocaine in any way, shape, or form, and it isn't made from cocaine. Most meth people abuse on the streets is made in massive laboratories and smuggled into the US, although some people still make their own meth. Street meth is often made from a constantly changing toxic stew of chemicals. Meth is capable of causing serious, lasting damage to a person from the first hit. Despite having similar effects and methods of use, crack and meth are completely separate drugs. However, they do have one more alarming thing in common: crack, meth, and fentanyl. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that produces effects very differently from crack and meth. However, because fentanyl is so common, it's often used as a cutting agent for these drugs. A lot of people who overdose on fentanyl may not have even known they were taking fentanyl. And this is perhaps the one reason drug use is so dangerous. There's simply no guarantee of what you're getting. It's why I've always encouraged people to get help as soon as they think they need it. Substance abuse is more dangerous than it's ever been thanks to fentanyl, and it's a real gamble. If you have any experiences you'd like to share, put them in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button too. I'm Jeremy Arts, and as someone who's helped develop the effective treatment program at the Edge Treatment Center, I've seen how devastating crack and meth addiction can be. And I've also seen people achieve lasting change moments in their lives, turning themselves away from addiction into happy, healthy lives. And this can happen to you too. Reach out to the Edge Treatment Center at 844-590-0413 or through one of the links in the description below, and let's get a conversation going.